Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. Using my many years of coaching experience, I break down goals, give you some insight. Hopefully, maybe you can take something to become a better player or a coach yourself. Today, we're looking at Luton against Arsenal. As Arsenal are trying not to slip up and get a draw, which Liverpool did in this little hunt for the title race, and Luton turns out that because Man City come next week as well, I think they'll just blow them away. But Luton's got this weird thing at home. Their stadium, they play quite well there, and they struggled. Arsenal struggled a little bit today, but you can always see Arsenal had another gear to go up to. And this first goal we're going to look at right now, this is a back pass from Luton to the Luton keeper, but they've done such a poor job. It's the keeper's running over here to try to deal with something, but he shouldn't really have to be doing that. So that's our first mistake there. But the next thing I want to show you after this, the reason why I'm going to do the clips a little bit different is because I'm currently in YouTube jail from copyright strikes from the Premier League. I've fought and beaten a couple, but right now I'm still under a little bit of trouble with them. So let's move this forward. And as you can see, he plays it out for a throw. And here we are on the throw. But what I want to explain to you is something really, really smart here. And very poor at the same time. Smart from, I think it's Saka's coming running in here, but the defender doesn't have a clue. So the defender knows he has to get close to Saka because he gets done for pace. Well, that's not true. What he's actually supposed to do is separate himself from Saka, because if he doesn't, this is what happens. So Saka's made an inside run. So as he's run towards this player, right, who's got the ball, the defender's gone with him towards the ball here, right? You think that's right, but it's actually wrong, because the keeper's still running back because he's just played it out. Everyone's kind of hustling back. But what Saka's been able to do is bring the defender with him and open up this space here. Can you see that? All he's done is run in, and then he's going to turn and run out straight away over here. That's all he's doing. And as he does that, watch the ball as it gets played to him. Look. He realises it, and then he just runs into the space that he's created for himself by running towards the ball. He didn't want the ball played to him. He just wanted to run towards the ball and then spin off into the space, which he did brilliantly. Off he goes into the space. Bomph takes a little touch. And we've got to pause it because the Premier League's going to yell at me if I don't. And then he whacks it into the net box. Nice and simple. Let's look at the next goal and see what we can see. This is the Luton goal, which I want to show you. I'm only going to show you from this angle, but one thing, if you've been on my channel before, you know I always scream about us having a person on the post. And remember, if we had a little wee man on the post right here, wow, ninja drawing, he's not actually trying to defend the post, remember. He's actually trying to attack the ball and run out away from this line here. But again, in the Premier League, if we had someone on the post, they would win the header. Arsenal quite doing a good job here, but Luton are quite good at set pieces. But I also don't think the keeper does a good job. He doesn't cover himself in glory. Look where his foot is right here, okay? I think he takes a step to the side, because I don't know. Let's just play it and see what he does. Yeah, see him stepping backwards here? He's stepping backwards to set himself, and if he just honestly stood where he was, he might have got to it. As the ball comes in, do you see how far that foot's gone? Right, this is really interesting. Now I see what he's done wrong. Okay. So, I do this with people down the pub and explain to them because I can give you an extra half a yard of pace. Yes, you can teach people to run faster. Yes, you can give people more speed. That's why you have coaches in the Olympics and sprinting, because you can make people go faster. He loses his balance, shape here from one simple little thing he does. He takes a step, but his step goes backwards. I do this in coaching courses as well and try to show people. A lot of the times, people's first step is backwards and not forwards. Sounds stupid? You'll be shocked when you go to run how many people step backwards to brace themselves and then run forwards. And that's exactly what he's done here. He steps backwards to jump, right? So he puts all his weight on his back foot to jump instead of putting the pressure on his front foot to jump. Let's show you that so you can see what I mean. Right here, bump. He doesn't put his weight on his toes here to spring forward. He puts it on this back foot. And because he puts all his weight on his back foot here, watch this. Do you see? That's where his weight is. He can't get his spring up. His step is absolutely terrible. So if he knew what he was doing and he had proper coaching, he would have jumped off his front foot, which is, the foot closer to the ball, and he would have probably been able to save that, which he couldn't do. Do you see, like, he's springing himself off that back foot there and not off his front foot? He's going off his left foot and not his right foot. Yeah, didn't cover himself in glory on that one. Let's see the next goal. It's funny how you see one goal in the Premier League and then all of a sudden teams all start to be seem to be scoring that way. Similar goal happened last weekend where you got the line so far up here, right? Then you've got these two players. All they're going to do is play a 1-2. You can see it in my I've done a video about it last week about one of my coaching mates saying you can't stop a good 1-2, and that's exactly what happens here. They play a simple 1-2, dump, and because that space is open over here, they exploit this space, and because the 1-2's quality, they manage to get the ball in the box. Watch this. One. There he is. Stops it. Do you see the run going? These two people go towards the ball, which they've got to, but at least acres and acres and acres of space right there for the ball to be put into, and it goes into there simply. Now it's just a case of picking out the players and seeing what they can do. And also, as well, you can see how Arsenal are pretty good at doing this. They get extra players and extra bodies in the box where Luton haven't been able to do that. Luton don't have the numbers back. They've just been caught out by a simple 1-2 and leaving that extra space there at the back. And as the ball comes in, Bosch, unmarked, and in it goes. Let's just look where he starts running from. That's where he starts running from, and this guy doesn't go with him. Doesn't get close enough, and he gets a free header and gets himself a goal. Let's look at the next one and see what we can find. I'm going to play it from the same sort of angle as I did before because it's just a corner. Same sort of stuff going on. Everyone's kind of marking each other. But have a look at this guy's hands right here. Look, he's got him in a bear hug. And of course, that's not a penalty according to VAR. I do not understand how you can do that in modern football. I'd just fall over if I was that Fulham guy. He's got his arms wrapped around me. I just literally just collapse on the floor. There you go. And then pull him down with me, probably, and then go, well, how's he falling down, ref? He's got his arms around me. I think that's terrible. And people do this every single week. It's unbelievable. But we're looking on the goalkeeper here. Again, he's not going to cover himself in the glory. He doesn't really get any good height on this. The fact that the guy out-jumps him with his head when he can jump and he uses his arms is pretty poor. Look, here we go. Look how high he is. But mind you, he is up early. And he's a big lad, but it doesn't matter. The keeper got no strength there, no sort of purchase of trying to get to the ball. Let's just watch that one more time so you can see what I'm seeing. When the ball comes in, the keeper is nowhere near it. He's just flapping. Blosh. And then they get themselves a goal. Yeah, Reyes isn't covering himself in glory at all this game, but don't worry, he'll make more mistakes. Let's get on to those. Okay, I'm going to do this one in a couple of little clips so you can see it. I'm not trying to play it forward because, obviously, YouTube jail. As soon as I get that strike gone, I'll be going back to what I normally do. This is Ross Barkley. He's run the ball from the halfway line and he's done quite well to get to where he is. But I want you to see how he makes himself space by not trying to do anything. Sounds silly, but this is how he gets his goal. He passes the ball over here into the midfield. Let's just watch what he does. Bosch. And you can see where he stops. He stopped right there. You know, obviously the ball's going forward. Sorry, he's going to be going forward. And he's not really trying to bust a gut. Because if you see there's a gap, right? Because if it was me, the first thing I would do, I would see that gap there. And as soon as I pass the ball there, I'd be sprinting here, waiting for that ball to be passed, and I'd be trying to do that. That's what I'd be looking for, because that's the type of player I am. I don't know if you see that. He's not. So he's going to give you a different perspective on what to do here, right? What he does is he just stands still. And as he stands still, by the way, my run probably would have been better, because the ball would have gone straight in right there. And yeah, that's why I was awesome. But you can see all these players here have just forgot about him. They've all just walked off. So he's just stood still and he's made himself some space. And then what happens? He ends up getting the ball back. So now he's got the ball back. And to be fair, like if you're in this situation, I'm thinking about putting the ball low and hard across. That's what I'd be trying to do. Because he's on the 18-yard box, I'd be trying to fire it across to that the penalty spot there, trying to get a goal, trying to do something around about there. That's what I'd be looking to do. He doesn't do that. What he does is he powers into the box, pushes into the defender, puts it out onto his foot, and fires it underneath the keeper. And the keeper's got to do better there on the near post. I mean, that has gone straight through him. We'll look at it at this angle, and it goes right underneath the keeper, Dolph. Again, it's his footwork. His feet collapse where the ball actually is. If he stayed on his feet, it would have hit him, and it goes right underneath him. Another mistake by the keeper. Let's go on to the next goal. It was funny, as soon as Fulham went up, to 3-2, they really couldn't hold on to this lead for very long. Genuinely, it was only a couple of minutes later, the ball comes straight down, and you can see how far Fulham have pushed up. For some reason, even though they were defending quite deep and playing, very well defensively, as soon as they went ahead in the game, they couldn't hold on to it and hold their nerve. They, for some reason, pushing forward again, and they didn't need to. And you can see that they've pushed forward because all of a sudden they've caught out. And all this is a delightful little ball in here. Bonk, there it is. And it's just a simple tap in for Kai Havertz. Simple goal. And the only reason they're getting caught out defensively is because all of a sudden they're winning the game. It sounds silly, but they were nowhere near defensively that poor any point in the game when they were tied or losing. I mean, it was just almost... It was shocked that they were winning the game, and they just gave Arsenal a chance. Let's have a little look at the winner. We can see the ball's getting played out wide here, and obviously everyone's kind of set, but they're in their little block. But one of the things I can't stand is having two players see the same shirt and no orange shirt between them. You've got to have a shirt between them. Another player's free here. Another player's free here. Another player's free here. That's okay there. We don't mind that there. But you can see honestly, this is the last kick of the game. This is going to be the last cross of the game because they said they're going to play 6 minutes of extra time, and I think they scored in the 97th minute. So we know the ball's coming in, and we just have to see this one little ball out. And here we go. Bosch fakes it a little bit. It's got to stop it because they're going to copyright me if I don't. This guy chinks out, quite rightly so. I understand why he's done it as well. Really smart thinking because he spots Odegaard here and he's waiting to see if this guy comes in to try to shoot or gives it Odegaard to shoot. He's Johnny on the spot and he's actually paying attention. Well done, young man. Not many Premier League players do. But here we are. We're looking because this is the guy's about to score. But right. So when you're defending, you defend what's in front of you, not what's behind you. So he's got his man here, but no one is marking here. No one is close enough right here. This is why he gets a free header, and this is why he scores his goal. As it comes across, boom, free header, and he puts it right into the corner of the net box. Yeah, and it ruins Fulham's day. Thanks. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.